Welcome everyone, whoever wants to listen. I have a word of Torah coming up this special Shabbat of the 3 weeks, as a second Shabbat in a row. Hopefully Mashiach comes before, as we know that the whole idea is these days should turn to be days of simcha, days of joy, etc. This name of the parsha of this week is called Parshat Masei. Parshat Masei. Masei means traveling. Masa means traveling in Hebrew. And we're talking about it, 42 different journeys of traveling that we went through from coming out to Egypt until entering into Israel. This is the beginning of our parsha, or this is what the name of the parsha is called, Parshat Masei, the parsha of the traveling. The traveling, the 40 years in the desert. This is Moshe Rabbeinu repeats and tells us about all the places that we traveled through the 40 years, all the journeys we went through. And altogether it's 42 different journeys. And the question is being asked, Masei means traveling, meaning to say left Egypt, traveling towards Israel, left exile, traveling towards redemption, left sorrow, traveling towards joy, good, and happiness. This is what we are learning this week about it, traveling from the not positive towards the great positive. But when we are learning about the traveling this week, what is the Torah mentioning? 42 different places where they stopped. When we're talking about traveling, why is it relevant where they stop? On the contrary, where they stop, that's the opposite of traveling towards your goal. It's the opposite of traveling towards your joy, redemption. You stop. And what is the Torah mentioning when we're talking about traveling? We're mentioning about the places where they stopped. Especially we know there were some places that stopped for a very, very long time. There's one place we're learning they were there for 22 years. And this is mentioned like one of those places of traveling. That's not the place they were traveling, that's the place they were resting, stopping from their travel. How does the place that they're resting being called a part of our traveling, our journey to come to redemption? Could be many, many different explanations. But the Rebbe gave us once one beautiful explanation, and in a nutshell the idea is that by the Torah teaches you that as soon as we starting to leave Egypt, we are towards the goal of coming to our redemption, towards Israel, towards the good, or towards Mashiach. And the Torah mentions not the traveling time, because the traveling time, we know we are traveling towards our redemption, towards our good. But what the Torah mentions, there's times that we were pausing from traveling, where we were staying in one place, that looks like we're not getting towards our goal. It looks like it's a step back. We are stopping from traveling. What is it Torah call it? Masei. Torah calls it the journey, the traveling towards our goal. When the Torah teaches you a major lesson, even when there is a pause for a moment, it looks like right now we're not there yet. Not only we're not there yet, we are pausing right now. We are staying in one place. Always realize we are never in one place. We always going and traveling towards our journey. When it looks like we are in one place, we are not traveling, Torah calls this Masei. Torah calls it we are still going. When we stop, when there is a bump, when there is a moment that you think that you're still in the one place, you're not going to the direction you want to get to, it's only a bump. But that bump is only a bump for the journey to get there. As we know, sometimes we got to take one step back to go even faster and further. And this is the lesson of this week's parsha. Makes no difference for the time they were traveling or the time they were staying in one place. All this is a part of the travel. All this is a part of the goal that we're getting to Israel, to our journey to Mashiach. The lesson for this time of the year, the lesson of this time that we're going through our Am Yisrael, such a hard time in war, and unfortunately, as we know, casualties hopefully should be no more, should only be simcha and joy. But even in these hard times, that sometimes you can come to a question, think to yourself, where is our traveling? Where is our journey? It looks like we're pausing. It looks like we're stopping in the same place. We're not only stopping in the same place, it looks like we're reversing. This is the message of this week's parsha. Even when we looks like we're stopping, we are still on our journey. The goal is still there, and we'll reach our goal, and we'll get to our goal, and we will finish our journey, and we'll come to Israel, and we'll come to Mashiach. Meaning to say to us, don't get disappointed when you see that we have to stop sometimes. That's a part of the plan, and a part of the great plan that we are traveling towards Eretz Israel, towards Mashiach, towards our redemption. Be'ezrat Hashem, we will get there sooner than what we think, hopefully before Shabbos, that when we're reading the parsha of Masei, we're going to be concluding our journey, our traveling. We'll get to our goal, to our redemption with Mashiach. Have yourself all a good Shabbos.